Adjectives and comparison of adjectives. An adjective is a word that tells us more about a noun or pronoun, including its quality, quantity, and position. Kinds of adjectives. There are various kinds of adjectives. These are: the adjectives that describe the qualities of nouns are known as adjectives of quality. Examples: brave warrior, heavy table, high mountain, and so on. The adjectives that give us an idea of the quantities of nouns are known as adjectives of quantity. Examples: some apples, no milk, any medicine, 5 balloons, first man, last chocolate, and so on. The adjectives that point to particular nouns are known as demonstrative adjectives. Examples: this kite, that light, these glasses, those circles, and so on. The adjectives that show the possession of nouns are known as possessive adjectives. Examples: my puppy, your watch, his house, her dairy, and so on. The adjectives that ask questions related to nouns are known as interrogative adjectives. Examples: whose bag, which tree, what time, and so on. The adjectives that are used for emphasizing are known as emphasizing adjectives. Examples: this is my own business. That is the very girl who has won the award. Read the following sentences. First, Rohan's house is big. Second, Rohit's house is bigger than Rohan's. Third, Ankit's house is the biggest of all. We thus see that adjectives change their forms big, bigger, biggest to show comparison. They are called the degrees of comparison. The adjective big is said to be in the positive degree. The adjective bigger is said to be in the comparative degree. The adjective biggest is said to be in the superlative degree. The positive degree of an adjective is the adjective in its simple form. It is used for denoting the mere existence of some quality of what we speak about. It is used when no comparison is made, as: first, Pankaj is a young man. Second, Ritu is a clever girl. The comparative degree of an adjective denotes a higher degree of the quality than the positive one and is used when two things or sets of things are compared. First, Bharat is older than Pankaj. Second, Ritu is cleverer than Simran. The superlative degree of an adjective denotes the highest degree of quality and is used when more than two things or sets of things are compared, as: first, Rohit is the oldest man of the three. Second, Ritu is the cleverest of all the girls. Note the following things very carefully. First, the comparative degree is generally followed by the conjunction than, as: first, boys are stronger than girls. Second, Nidhi is more intelligent than Neha. But the comparative can be used without than, as: first, Shalini is the cleverer of the two girls. Second, this watermelon is too large. Do you have a smaller one? Third, the rich man has seen worse days. Second, the superlative degree is preceded by the and followed by of, as: first, Raju is the strongest of all the boys. Second, Mr. Sharma is the oldest of all his colleagues. But we can say, first, Sheila is the best girl in the class, not a best girl. Second, P.T. Usha is the fastest runner, not P.T. Usha a fastest runner. Formation of comparative and superlative. All kinds of adjectives do not have three different forms. These different forms, in fact, indicate different degrees of a quality or quantity. Therefore, only adjectives of quality and quantity can have three different forms. First, most adjectives of one syllable and some of more than one form the comparative by adding er and superlatives by adding est to the positive. Positive, comparative, superlative. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. High, higher, highest. Bold, bolder, boldest. Old, older, oldest. Kind, kinder, kindest. Strong, stronger, strongest. Tall, taller, tallest. Small, smaller, smallest. Young, younger, youngest. Weak, weaker, weakest. Second, when the positive ends in e, only r and est and st are added to form the comparatives and superlatives. Positive, comparative, superlative. Able, abler, ablest. Fine, finer, finest. Brave, braver, bravest. Large, larger, largest. Noble, nobler, noblest. Wise, wiser, wisest. True, truer, truest. White, whiter, whitest. Third, when the positive is a word of one syllable and ends in a single consonant preceded by a short vowel, this consonant is doubled before adding er or est to form the comparatives and superlatives. Positive, comparative, superlative. Hot, hotter, hottest. Fat, fatter, fattest. Big, bigger, biggest. Wet, wetter, wettest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Sad, sadder, saddest. Fourth, if the positive ends in y and the y is preceded by a consonant, the y is changed into I and er and est are added to form the comparatives and superlatives. Positive, comparative, superlative. Easy, easier, easiest. Dry, drier, driest. Heavy, heavier, heaviest. Happy, happier, happiest. Lovely, lovelier, loveliest. Pretty, prettier, prettiest. Merry, merrier, merriest. Wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest. Fifth, but if the y is preceded by a vowel, the y is not changed into I before adding er or est. Positive, comparative, superlative. Gay, gayer, gayest. Grey, greyer, greyest. Sixth, adjectives of more than two syllables, sometimes two syllables, form the comparatives by using the adverb more with the positives and the superlatives by using the adverb most with the positives. Positive, comparative, superlative. Intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Careful, more careful, most careful. Courageous, more courageous, most courageous. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Boring, more boring, most boring. Learned, more learned, most learned. Splendid, more splendid, most splendid. Pleasant, more pleasant, most pleasant. Surprised, more surprised, most surprised.